The Co-operative have just published their Sustainability Report 2011, and here in the UK, where the Co-operative has all its operations, this is an important event for anyone involved in CSR and sustainability reporting. It's important for two reasons. The first reason is the nature of the Co-operative. It's a cooperative, as the name suggests, which means it's owned by its members. They democratically decide its policies and direction. There are over 7 million members, that's 14% of the national UK population, and they also share the profits. So in this era of businesses owned by other large businesses, by private equity, by hedge funds and investors focused only on profits, this is a breath of fresh air. The main businesses are banking and food retail. It's the UK's 5th largest food retailer, and now set to be one of the biggest banks as well, as it's just announced it's taking over 600 branches from another UK high street bank. It's also an insurance company, a pharmacy chain, it has legal services and car dealerships. It has the UK's largest funeral business and much else besides. It has over 100,000 employees and over £13 billion turnover. That's 20 billion US dollars or nearly 17 billion euros. It's always been a leader in setting the highest principles, so it's quite a special business. The second reason is how it reports. Imagine one of the CSR reports we see all the time, long on promises, short on achievements, probably written by a PR company with little understanding of sustainability, and with lots of big pictures to make up for the lack of real content. Now, imagine the complete opposite, a report which has so much content, concentrated thought and detailed information that there's simply no room for big glossy pictures. That's the annual Co-operative report. It would be impossible to review this report and do it justice in just a few minutes. All I can do is give you a flavour and encourage you to take a look for yourself. Firstly, yes, it has been compiled using the Global Reporting Initiative framework. It's application level A+. It's been independently assured using the AA1000 assurance standard, which is the gold standard for this type of report. But the word report doesn't really prepare you for everything in this publication. It's more a combined policy handbook, ethical manifesto, and overall group sustainability reference compendium, complete with several pages of footnotes. If you happen to be one of the Co-operative's business competitors, then I recommend you read this closely, as it sets the benchmarks many of your customers will be expecting you to follow. The structure follows the 3 pillars of sustainability: society, environment and economics, or in this case, social responsibility, ecological sustainability and value. Within these 3 areas, sustainability issues have been prioritised according to their materiality to the business and divided into 18 sections. This means there's something for everyone, from animal welfare to executive pay, through carbon emissions to biodiversity and fees and donations, from education to workforce diversity and inclusion. What's more, an effort is made to include independent benchmarking, and there are 40 independent performance benchmarks throughout the report. As I mentioned, the Co-operative operates in the UK, but that doesn't mean its policies, decisions and influence aren't felt all around the world. The Co-operative has a very strong focus on fair trade and ethical sourcing from its international suppliers, and it supports community projects and other cooperatives around the world, and it campaigns on issues such as third world debt. It also sends signals on international human rights. The Co-operative has followed Burma's National League for Democracy's call to stop all trade with the country, but withdrew this in March this year following the positive developments in the country. Not so illegal settlements. In the Western Sahara, the Co-operative's policy is not to source from illegal Moroccan settlements, and this has affected products such as canned sardines. In April this year, the Co-operative decided not to engage with any supplier sourcing products from illegal Israeli settlements. These, of course, are the settlements of the occupied Palestinian territories of the West Bank. So this shows the democratic process of a member-led business taking principled decisions. Well done to the Co-operative. There's a lot more on international work, but I hope this will encourage you to look at the report, even if you don't live and work in the UK. If I'd like you to remember one message from this video report alert, it's that if you're fed up with corporate greed, lack of transparency and accountability, take a look at this report and cheer yourself up. It isn't an easy read. It isn't meant to be. I shudder to think how much work this represents for the reporting team. It's shorter than last year's, it's still over 100 pages long. That's mainly text and metrics. But reading how much business the cooperative has turned away because it conflicted with its principles, or looking at this list of public policy engagements for 2011, the cooperative acting as an agent of change rather than just responding to change, as business usually does, makes me realise that it's possible for business to be successful and profitable while doing the right thing. Here you can read the evidence for social responsibility and sustainability driving a business agenda. Thank you for watching this video report alert.